Hello, my amazing people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across my platform, Linda's TV show. If it's your first time and you like what you are watching, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. Here we react to all forms of videos. YouTube, I want to appreciate you for creating this wonderful platform for us to use to disseminate information. And at the same time, I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we do not promote hate speech. We do not promote misleading information. We do not promote violence. Linda's TV show is here to educate and inform the members of the public about what is happening in the world.
Pain and agony, but to the glory of God that this generation has actually come to right those evil narratives, to change those evil narratives which they have actually perpetrated against us as a people. You know, come February 24th this month, we are going to embrace another phase of unified Ndigbo. We're going to be embracing another chapter, another phase of our life as Ndigbo, because there are so many things which people never believe that it will happen within and around us that they will see. And to the glory of God, I know they are already dumbfounded. Their argument has been defeated. Their bogus false claim has been put to rest, because whatsoever you are claiming that you don't have a substantial evidence to back it up, it will never stand the test of time. And that is what has actually happened. And that is what they are feeling. Let me put it to you, in case you are listening to us. Some of the major news house in Nigeria, both the print news and the electronic news, are going to be with us on the on the 24th of this month, being Saturday, where all the sons and daughters of Igbo land are going to be coming together to tell the world the need and the reason why we are calling for the unity of Ndigbo. And I am so glad and happy that at this point in time that I'm part of those who are making things to be who are making things to be reality and realizable. Now, in that their video, they said that I'm not making posts, I'm not doing this. I believe they saw my work with the BBC Igbo today. I'm still waiting for them to see how they will counter it. Why they are talking about that, my interview with the BBC Igbo, I'll be coming up again. They will see my work with the Arise Television. They will see my work with the Channel Television. They will see my work with AIT. They will see my work with even the NTA, the National Television of Nigeria, while we are talking about the unity of Ndigbo. And we are not going to stop until we achieve our goals completely, and until Ndigbo are completely together as one big family. Until Ndigbo are together as one big family. I have worked tirelessly. You know, I don't need to announce on the way you look at my mouth, because I have not had rest for some time. You know, few days I broke down, but I'm back. I'm sound. I'm back again. I don't care what they are saying. I don't care how they are going about trying to tarnish my image or the image of Chukwemeke or the image of Amadi, the tribe, or the image of Henry Ugbe, or the image of, what is it called? Almighty, or Ezume's Royal TV, the image of those who are actually together to make sure that Ndi Igbo are together. The truth is that they will come with propaganda, and we are going to be trashing their propaganda off their balance with substantial evidence and proof and genuine evidence as that. So Ndi Igbo, get ready for a new phase of Ndi Igbo, because we are prepared. We are prepared. Most of the things needed for that 24th, by the special grace of God, we are approaching them, and we still need you guys' support. We still need you guys' support to get some of those things done exactly. Abu Moye Chichi, in case they don't know, to get some of those things done exactly. There are some things that we have been able to put in place. Mind you, in that Asaba, people are coming from, Ukwane, Igbake, Ikaland, and Neocha. People are coming from Omambara. People are coming from SH0CK. People are coming from River State. People are coming from Kogi. People are coming from Benue. And we are all coming together to do what? To tell the world that for sure that Ndi Igbo are already uniting themselves to achieve a goal that the world never believed that we will definitely achieve. So we are still asking that you can give in your widow's mind to this unified Igbo now. It doesn't really matter how little it is. You can give in your widow's mind. At the end, you will see where that your money is going to. You are going to see where that your fund is going to. We are not in any way trying to do things that we are not sure of. Imagine, I will tell you something, in what we are trying to do. Like that very day, we are having 3 radio stations that will be with us. Vanguard will be there. Sun newspaper will be there. Punch will be there. These are one of 3 major newspapers we know. And we are looking at having the Nation newspaper as well. But I'm just telling you the ones that has been confirmed that will be with us in Asaba. We're going to be having Blaze FM, we're going to be having City Radio, we're going to be having Ijere Radio, Ijere FM, and others, though we bargained and we wanted to have NTA. As the reason why we wanted to have NTA, because it's one of the national television in Nigeria, but their fund, we don't need to spend that much. That is why we asked them to stay and let us do this one first. We know that even if we did not invite them, they are going to talk about our news after that 24th. This is what I know, and I'm too sure about it. I am too sure about it. They are going to talk about our news after 24th of this month. And I still want to tell you, I begin to ask some questions. If what is happening between me and Chukwuemeka is actually coincidence. But I've come to realize that it is not actually coincidence, but rather this is what nature has actually done. This is what God, SH0CK, has actually put together. That me and Chukwuemeka, we are actually sharing the same birth month. Chukwuemeka's birthday is 19th February, while my own birthday is 25th February. It is not, to me, it is not a coincidence, but it is orchestrated by SH0CK because he knows that there are things that are unique between two of us, in two of us, and that is why he decided to bring us together to begin to walk in line with our brothers and our siblings. And that very day is going to be all fun. Let me tell you why I said it's going to be all fun. We're going to be having in the house the annual and cultural forum. We're going to be having Deputy Jesus Wahago. We are going to be having a boy Ogu. We are going to be having Amadi the tribe. We are going to be having our brothers from Eche Ogba. We are going to be having our brothers who are coming from Anambra all across the Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Abia. I myself am going to be there as one of the pioneers. We are going to be having Almighty. We are going to be having a Zurea TV. To the glory of God, Nat will be there. What is it called? Uncle IG will be there. Uncle IB will be there with so many people who will be in attendance. Though I have actually taken the invitation across to our brother Ayidon, which we believe, if time permits, will still be part of the program. We have some of the kings that have actually, we have many of our kings, the royal fathers, who have actually declared interest to be in that program that very day. But we told them no, they can send in their delegate. We don't want them to be there that very day, as we want to have this conference without them now. The subsequent one, we're going to be planning to have them in our midst, because we cannot be inviting kings, our royal fathers, when we don't have a very conducive and a well-planned program that can host them as king. It will be an insult to them and to us if we did not have an adequate preparation inviting our kings to be in our midst. And that is why even most of them actually declared on their own, even without us inviting them. I was at Ibuku. That was last Saturday. And what I saw there was so amazing. And I want to tell you that if we so wish that the Igwe of Ibuku, Igwe of Achena of Enugu, which is Oji River, they have made their own. They will be there if we want them to be there, and some other kings. But for now, we don't want kings. We don't want our royal fathers to be part of what we are going to be doing in Asaba come 24th of this month. It's going to be all through the youth. It's going to be all through the youth, those who actually has that burning desire to get things right when it has to do with Igbo. And that very day, we are going to be telling the world the way it is and how it is and what we actually want to achieve by, calling for the unity of Igbo. Now, that is one. We still need your support to that regard. Any money you send to this account that is on this link, you can send it and send the receipt under the comment section. Every of our relatives, every of our brothers, everyone that is involved in what we are doing, we know for sure that you supported what we are doing. A lot of talent, a lot of things will be given birth to on that particular date. I am saying for too sure that we are going to be coming up with a very sound blueprint. We are going to be coming up with a very sound information. We're going to be coming up with a very sound information that the world will actually, give an applause to. Now, to some of the people who are not happy because Ndi Igbo are clamoring for their unity, let me put it to you that whatsoever any program that his time has come, it doesn't really matter how you have gathered yourself, you will always fail. You will always fail. You will always fail. You will always fail. After this program, I bet you are going to be seeing us on a morning program on Arise TV, on Channel TV, on AIT TV, while we are talking about the unification of Ndi Igbo. Today you can see the work we did on the BBC Igbo News. That is a starting. You are going to see us more on international platform. You are going to see us more on indigenous platform, because what we are doing, we are not just coming up to create content, but we are actually working to bring a landmark, achievement to our land, to every nook and cranny of our land. That is what we are doing. We are not a content creator. You can call what we are doing content, but this content is quite different from what you see on a social media, because what you see us do is a call of destiny. What you see us do is a call of destiny that Ndibo must come together to unite themselves. Now, let me tell you, when you look at what is happening in the Nigerian space today, we as Ndibo, we have actually put in much to compare to what we are giving. We know for too sure that there won't be output if there is no input. But on our own, we have tried to make a laudable input, and in return, what we receive as an output does not equate what we give in. When it comes to the time of sowing and planting, just as the season we are now, what you give to the earth is what the earth is we give to you in return. But in the area of Nigeria, in the case of Nigeria, Ndibo are not actually getting what they give. We have given more than what is coming to us. We are not asking for too much in the space, in Nigeria space. But what we are asking is for, allow us to excel. What we have, we are giving. Don't press us to a point where those things that we have will die in our hand. Allow those glorious talent, allow those glorious gift that is in us to actually excel beyond human comprehension, because we have what it takes to make things happen as far as the Nigerian system is concerned. But the truth is that the system does not recognize us as people who has a huge contribution to the growth of the system. And that is why what you see today is happening in the Nigeria space, because Nigerians are already biased whenever they hear the name Igbo. And that is why some of the people, the Edo people, have taken it upon themselves to actually fight the unity of Ndibo. And I am not actually moved or frightened over some statement or utterances that are coming from our brothers who are within the car and Anioma and Okwane or Aniocha per se. The reason why I am not angry at them is because you cannot expect a child to live through his life with false information, and automatically within shortest period of time you want that child to change. It doesn't really matter. When you raise a child who was born and raised in GRA all through his life from day 1 to 30 years, living in a place where there is light, there is pipable water, there is good road, there is calmness, and taking that child to Okpoko, whatsoever that child is seeing in Okpoko will be so strange to him or her. Do you know why? Because he or she was not born or raised from such environment. And when that child comes to such environment that is actually not as the place he was raised from, he'll begin to see things there as strange. And that is why most of our brothers and our sisters that are still joining hands with these many people to fight us, they see what we are doing as strange. And that is why they always pick offense whenever they see my video, whenever they see Chukwemeka video, whenever they see Amadi video, whenever they see Almighty video, whenever they see Ezume's Royalty video. Do you know why they are always upset? The reason why they are always upset is because they never believe that there is life differ from the information that is within them. But for too sure, this guy has been living, they have been raised with the wrong information about us. And that is why as of today, when you call them to tell them this is how it is, this is what it is, they begin to say, what do you think you are saying? What do you think you are talking? Do you know why? Because what is happening is actually strange to them. A child who was raised and told that it is Mongopat that discovered River Niger. And all through his life, he has been living with that notion that actually who discovered River Niger was Mungopai, forgotten that his forefathers has lived all through their life within that river band. They do fishing, they fetch water, they do all sorts of things, and they actually have an understanding that that is river, and that is why they give it name. They know that it's a big river, and that is why they call it Ohimiri, Oshimiri, because they know it is big and it is not as other stream. And they call it Ohimiri, something that is large, something that is big. They call it Oshimiri, something that is big, something that is large. They have an understanding that this is water. And the water is not like every other river that we see at our farm road, stream that we see at our backyard. But this one is another larger one. And that is why they give it a name that looks like it. And today, they give it name, but most of our brothers and our sisters does not understand the full meaning or the name of that river. They only call it River Niger. What the white man told them, they call it River Niger. And most of our youth you see today, their argument are solely based on what the white man said, not actually what their forefather said, not actually what they can see, not actually what they can perceive, not actually what they can feel within their environment, within their locality, within their geographical coverage, but they solely depend on what a stranger is telling them about their identity. And this is why most of them are finding it difficult to comprehend what we are saying. Because when you want to put them aright, they want to direct you to an information that was given to them by a stranger who doesn't know much about them. He just wrote according to his understanding, based on the time frame that he was in contact with our forefathers and our families. He was, and what you saw him wrote was according to what he was able to lay hand on, because he was not a foundational what is it called? This is what we use, the son of the sword, who knows everything about their tradition and custom, who knows everything about their cultural heritage, because they never had an understanding to that. They write what they know. And let me tell you something, because they wanted space, and they wanted a space where they can govern, and at the beginning they push Ukwane and Aniocha and Eka together. They call them Eka. To some point where things began to change, that Eka now remain with only those who, like us, who find themselves within that geographical. Ukwane was actually extracted out of that Eka. But there was a time that Ukwane was actually being addressed as an Eka. There was a time when Anyoma people was also being addressed as a Eka. But when they begin to break, things begin to change. That was when Anyoma was actually extracted out of us. Ukwan was also extracted out of us, and the name now remain with us. We Ndeka. When I talk about we Ndeka, I'll talk about the Ibake, irrespective of them being within the Edo State geographical location, based on how they were taken into Edo State. Ibake is part of Eka, Abavo is part of Eka, Idumesa is part of Eka, Akumazi is part of Eka, Umlede is part of Eka, Emuhu is part of Eka, Mbiru is part of Eka, Agbo is part of Eka. What is it called? Ibodo is part of Eka, Utobu is part of Eka, Ekwoma is part of Eka, Owere, Olubo is part of Eka. These are communities that you find within that Eka enclave. And when you look at their language and things they speak, you will agree and know that these people are actually a relative, or they are connected with the people who find themselves after the bank of the river, which we call Anambra or Omambara today. And those who are fighting the call for the unity of Ndibo are those who are actually benefiting from our downfall. who are actually benefiting from our division, I mean, because they know that when we remain divided, their empire, their business keep waxing strong, keep making way, keep moving on. Do you know why? Because we are divided. There are things they gain through our division, and that is why they are finding it difficult to comprehend or to accept the fact that Ndibo has risen to unite themselves. And that is why they are gathering themselves as a gathering of vultures who are looking for a dead meat to eat. But I want to break news for them that I'm not a dead meat. Being that they are vulture, they can never eat me because I'm alive. Vulture does not eat a living thing, they eat dead things. So because I'm alive, they remain hunger, and if they are looking for what to eat, they should wait and to the point they find a rat being thrown away by somebody who killed the rat with rat poison. Because Aderi Mweze Nankete. My name is Mado Kainebi, and I'm from Akumazo Mocha. And Akumazo Mocha is located in a North local government area of Delta State. When you look at me, you discover that I have more strength in me. But we must continue. We must continue. We must continue. We must do what? Continue. So our program that is coming on the 24th of February 2024. The reason why I have not announced a venue is because there are one or two things that I actually want to put in place before announcing the venue. Because I don't want to make a change of venue. Making a change of venue can actually shatter our program. So once we announce the venue, it's going to be once. We are not going to be keeping say, okay, we wanted to use this place due to logistics, due to this, we have changed. We are going to be using. No, we want our word to remain our word. We want our word to remain our word. So you on your own part, your widow's might in supporting the Unified Igbo Now proponent with a conference that is coming up 24th at Asaba is a good one. Your widow's might contribution is a means of encouragement to what we are doing. Of course, somebody who is coming from Abuja need to be supported. Somebody who is coming from Badagry, Lagos need to be supported. Somebody who is coming from Imo State, somebody who is coming from Anambra, somebody who is coming, they need to be encouraged that indeed we are in this together, have this to complement what you have and what you have spent. This is the game that we are playing. I myself, I know for too sure that somebody like me is not going to disappoint. Any day you find out that I disappoint, check, I'm no more alive. Because I can never be alive and betray the cause that I'm into. I can never be alive and betray the cause that I'm into. And for some of you and those of you who have had the privilege or have the encounter with me, you can tell better of my person that I don't take no for an answer. There are things I do, there are things I don't allow. And I hope to see it in our brothers and sisters who will be joining us on this Unified Igbo Now that is coming up at Asaba. So your widow's mind will go a long way to settle one or two things, even if it is bottled water that we're going to be taking on the conference, even if it's, there are so many things you can do to partner with us, to promote what we're doing, to sponsor what we're doing. We don't care. If you have a brand that you want us to talk about during and after the program, you can come. We discuss, be a sponsor of this program. We can talk about your brand. We can tell the world about your brand. Mind you, Chukwemeke has followers, Amadi have followers, every one of us have followers. If we talk about your brand, I believe it's going to be a very good market and a very good, advert to you. So if you want to sponsor what we are doing in Asaba, the program that is coming up in Asaba, go ahead and join us. We are going to be working assiduously as a family to make sure things are working well. I just received Nathaniel Okorie just sending 5K. Nathaniel Okorie just sending 5K to support the Unified Igbo Dam. My brother, I say thank you so much for what you have just done. We appreciate it. Now, let me tell you, everything that we're going to be doing that day is going to be televised live. Nathaniel, your money has just come in. Thank you so much. I just confirmed it. You know, it doesn't really matter how big or how small it is. What matters is the mind in which you are using to support what we are doing. So let me continue. I made a promise to these Benin people that for calling my name, for having a meeting on my head, I decided to focus on solely on this Unified Igbo Now matter. I never wish to be discussing them. Because they are discussing me, I made them a promise that I'm only going to talk about them for 1 week. And today, they are not part of my discussion. From tomorrow morning, I'll be making posts. I'll be making posts as an interest to laugh at them because they think they can laugh at me. They think they can whine me. They think they can make mockery of my name. They cannot. But tomorrow I'm going to be bringing up some things about them. I'm going to be talking about them straight away. I'm going to be talking about them straight away. So look up, because as you know, you're going to already. How by using me as a topic on their program, discussing me. They don't even know who I am. If they do, they will be making that propaganda. I had one of them said their plan is they summon me or report me in my king place. My king is a learned fellow. The Obi of Akumas is a learned fellow, is a young guy. He's not part of those who he's not part of those king who take bribe to work against his subject. He's not part of those who take bribe to work against their subject. So I don't know where these young men are coming from. And I'm waiting for them, and I'm praying that God should energize and strengthen them so that they can report me in my community to the king or to the lawmakers of Akumazumoch. I'll be so glad to visit my community because somebody reported me. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. They failed to understand that during the New Year Festival, I was actually in my community for 5 days with Chukwemeke Ezumezu Royal TV. We spent 5 days in my community, and they can attest to the fact that my community, that I, Oyemwamado Kainebi, is a loving being when it comes to that my community. There is no child, no woman, no man that does not love me when it comes to Akumazo Mocha. So I am not that type that you call, I have never for once bring trouble or shame to my community Akumazo Mocha. If you said I'm stubborn, yes, I accept it. When you look at my face, you can see it. I slap police on a duty. I can do anything to any once I'm angry. But the truth is that I have never in any way brought shame upon my family, neither upon the community or the quarter that I'm from when it comes to Akumazo Mocha. The only problem I had in my community was 1996. 1996, there is this my friend that has an issue with one of his leg. And one family like that was a kind of one family like that was a kind of one family like that was a kind of making an ingest of that guy. We decided to retaliate. At the cost of that, they brought in some mobile police who came into our community to train us, which we fought them. We fought those mobile police that resulted that the government of then, because it was a military era, to militarize my community. That is the only time I know that my community can say, and that thing actually affected solely almost virtually almost all the families in my community, because it was an issue with the youth. So after that incident, to date, I have not had any quarrel with any member from my community. I have not had any issue with anybody from my village, Akumazumoto. So I'm a loving being. Whosoever that want to report me to my community because he or she felt that I'm talking about Akumazi being connected to Ndi Bonine should go do me that great favor by going to Akumazi to summon me or to report me to my king, whom I know that is learned, to report me to my king, whom I know that is not part of those kings who eat bribe and begin to work against her subjects. They can do me they can do me a favor by going to report me to lawmakers in my community. No problem. I will be glad to answer them. And if I am going to be answering them, I'll even beg and I plead to my community people that whatsoever we're going to be discussing should be held, to be recorded, so that let the Benin people see how I will resolve the matter with my kindred and my community people and with my king. So I still want to tell you guys that come 24th of this month is going to be a wonderful moment with us. It's going to be a wonderful time with us. We are still calling for your donation. We are still calling for your support. We have actually spent a lot. Chukwemeke has put in his money. I have put in my money. Though there are people who has made a donation, there are people who also has made a donation but yet to redeem their donation. But we cannot be waiting for their donation to come, but we have to, because there is no more time. After today, Saturday, the next Saturday will be the D-Day. So whatsoever you are booking, if you are preparing for anything, you are preparing for hall, you are preparing for hotel, you must not prepare, you must not go and pay or make reservation that very day that you are going to be having the program. You might not get what you want. So that is why we started on time to begin to put things in place. So you can support this Unify Igbo now. 1, by sharing our video. 2, by gossiping us. 3, by participating in all what we are doing on the social media. And the 4th one, which is one of the most crucial one, is that we need your financial support. Just like our brother has just sent in 5K now, your own widow's mind can go a long way in making things happen for us come that 24th. And if you are part of those who have make a donation, please, we are working budget according to the donation you guys has made. Please do us a favor by redeeming it, because we need that fund to put things in place. We don't want to fail. And that is why I'm making this video down. We don't want to fail. If people have been failing on their programs, I particularly Oyemwamadu Kainebi, and I know that Chukwemeke, Deputy Jesus, the tribe, none of them, Almighty, Ezume's Royal TV, and I believe that none of us want this program to be flopped. We want this program to be well organized, a program that will begin to trend, a program that will raise some issues. Are you getting me now? So this is what we actually want to do. Whether you like it or you don't like it, there are things that we, somebody like you, somebody like me, will do to get this thing done. So please and please, I am begging, if you want me to put that word that I'm begging, I don't want to fail on this part. I don't want to fail on the part. All the media how that are coming to this program, by the special grace of SH0CK, we have settled all of them. What is remaining is for them to come and cover and take note of our press release. That is what's remaining. So we want so many things.
Hello, my wonderful people. As you have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.